if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shine of the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They started on the ground with Eckler. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Third and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the third play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Herbert off of play action. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Forced out to his left. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Running on first down, Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll run for the first time with Joshua Kelly. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Kelly again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Joshua Kelly punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 27. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. It's certainly not how they envisioned the start to this when you give up the touchdown and they take a shot on the first play from scrimmage offensively, Charles, but it gets intercepted.
Yeah, instead of just trying to nibble and, work your way downfield, they tried to take a nice little chunk there. It didn't pay off for them. Now the defense runs on the field, having already given up a touchdown the first drive, hoping to get their legs under them and slow them down.
And all those mistakes, they just seem magnified here in the playoffs. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Pickett's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Pickett. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Herbert. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man open. It's Ross. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Cameron Sutton.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it first and 10 up at the 20. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Allen's got it complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
On second down, Eckler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. It's Eckler again. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Herbert on first down now. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert, open man is Palmer. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Now it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. First throw now for the backup Trubisky. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Trubisky's throw complete to Freiermuth. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw again. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Now a signal and a timeout call. as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
The final shot before the break for Herbert, eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On second down, it's Snell. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The end result, 21 yards. Trubisky will throw. Going for the deep ball. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, 38 yards. And the Steelers are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Williams, the man in motion left. Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like the thought process. I like the design. But I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Herbert just beat the play clock. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Herbert back to the air. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, LA. Mike Williams, 57 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this off. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. intercepted at the goal line. Levi Wallace with a pick.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Trubisky. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught. Touchdown. Calvin Austin, 41 yards. And the Steelers get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
Boswell good with the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
That's Trayvon Diggs making a big play there for the defense. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Trubisky to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is now 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
From the 31, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Draw play. It's Eckler finding room at midfield. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. And the slot man goes in motion left. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw here, Herbert. Setting up the screen, here's Spiller. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
To throw again on second down. Herbert caught by Allen. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. If they get nothing else here on third down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Once more, here's Eckler. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Herbert now. Locates Williams along the sideline. Pass is complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterback.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Donald Parham. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. It's the corner blitz that got him. J.C. Jackson with a sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw over the middle, taken in. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead and the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. On 2nd and 1, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Chargers on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Hopkins' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Trubisky. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. He juked him. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
He's got Allen. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Williams, the man in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Give him another one right back to Allen. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. They snap it to Herbert. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. On the move to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now it's Herbert. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the